What's up, guys? Welcome to Papa Dom's Attic. I'm Dom. Today we're going to take a look at something that everyone's already done before, but this is my take on it. It's going to be the M16 versus the AK. Ooh, I know. So new and unique and special, right? Whatever. Throw that to the side. Let's get started. We're going to take the white gloves off today, and we're going to dive in with some tack gloves. Yeah, appropriate. Alright. The M16 was adopted by the U.S. military in the 1950s during the Korean conflict and issued to a select amount of small infantry units, special forces infantry units, for the Korean conflict, but not in many numbers. Most of the M16's service life was during Vietnam and following conflicts in the Middle East. Today we're going to be talking about the A1 and the A2. This one's like kind of a mashup in between both, with a triangular handguard and the non-slick side of the receiver. You can see the deflector right there. And then there's your forward assist. Those things don't usually work. Magazine release. And, mostly made out of plastic with some metal parts. The soldiers called them the Mattel 16 because, well, mostly plastic. There's your charging handle on the back. Pull it straight. And there we go. Opens the dust cover. Chambers around. Now on the other side we have our bolt hold open. Push that down. Ka-chunk. Chambers around. Make sure you close that. You don't want dust and dirt in it. Alright, today we're going to do something sacrilegious. We're going to use an AK round to disassemble. Bang. Pop that pin out. Pop that other pin out. Here we go. Alright. Pull that upper and lower apart, and you're ready to field strip. Now, these guns were very easy to field strip. Easy to clean, easy to maintain. You just grab your little bolt handle right here. Boom. You can pop your whole bolt carrier group out, and there it is. Very simple action, very simple design. Rotating locking bolt, direct gas impingement, cycling action, and not much to it. Alright, we're going to take our charging handle out. There we go, it just kind of hooks in, and then there's that direct gas impingement tube I was talking about. If I take the handguard off, you can see it a little bit better. It vents gas from the barrel, from the fired round, directly into the action to cycle the bolt. Very dirty of an action. There's your selector, fire and safe, because it's a civilian weapon and we don't get the fun switch. We just get the off and the go. That's it. Hammer fired, very simple action. Dual hooked trigger mechanism there. And fun fact, there is a buffer system residing inside of the stocks right there. And there it is. When the action cycles, that goes back and forth, absorbing most of the recoil. Now, magazines come in 30 round capacity or 20 round capacity. The 20 rounds are for Vietnam. And they switched over to the 30 in the 1970s, 1980s. And some of them come with these plastic covers to kind of keep dust out of it. And you know how the military is. They like to waste money on things you don't really need, just because they can. It's chambered in 5.56. Let's get a better look at that round right there. It's essentially an over-glorified 22 that's just going at Mach stupid. And there we go. It causes a lot of tumbling and twisting when they impact. And if you use the green tips, they're usually meant for more armor penetration. There we go. They come with stripper clips in this little guide right here. You put the stripper clip on that guide, you put the guide on the magazine, and you can strip rounds directly into the magazine. So it's like an homage to World War II when these were around. Like, we still used stripper clips. We still use some stripper clips today to load magazines. And there's two little tabs, one on each side. They hold the rounds in, and when you push them into the magazine, it opens it up and shoves the rounds in there, and let's see if we can do it. It's really, really hard. Yep, that's what I thought. Alright, in we go. And that last round really likes to be a pain, so this is just for demonstration, so screw it. And then off it goes. There you go, 19 rounds loaded. Okay, 20 rounds loaded. Excellent, give it a tap to seat all the rounds. There we go. 20s and 30s. Colt also made a special 3x scope to go on the carry handle varieties of the M16 or A1 and A2. They're not terrible. They're actually surprisingly very accurate, and go from 1 to 200 meters all the way up to 600. And they actually work. Here's a good close-up of how it attaches, and here is it attached to the weapon. There we go. Attaches to the top of the carry handle like that, and they work really well for their intended purposes. Two little covers to keep the dust off of it and keep it protected, and right here we have a cleaning kit inside the buttstock. We're going to use another AK round to be sacrilegious and open that up. There we go. And there she is. There's a cleaning kit. Grab that little bag, yank her out. Kind of tight. And there she is. Let's dump all out the contents and we'll see what we got here. We got some... Alright, here we go. We got some oil. Got some cleaning rugs, chamber brush, bore brush, and standard scrubbing brush just for, nooks and crannies. Just to get in there. Little tiny bottle of oil to kind of help you out with lubricant. You're going to need a lot of it with this thing. Alright, let's dive into the AK. My personal favorite. Designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov in the late 40s. A lot of people say that he got his design influence from the Stromgewehr 44, which looks similar but mechanically completely different. Now, these guns were made mostly off of stamped steel and laminated wood, which is essentially overglorified plywood. There's your safety selector right there. Charging handle. This one works on a gas piston system with also a locking rotating bolt, just like the M16. Alright, so we're going to check to see if it's clear. To disassemble, you remove the dust cover right there. You push this little button. Boom, dust cover comes off. Stamped steel. And then right there you see the recoil spring that slides in and out right there. Just push that out and up. Pull it out. Bam, recoil spring. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. We're all mature here. Alright, that's enough of that. And then we grab our bolt carrier group. Yank that whole thing out. There we go. There she is. There's that long piston. And then there's that rotating bolt. Very simple design of a rotating bolt. You just kind of push it down, twist it, bam. Whole thing comes out. Easily replaceable, easily maintainable, and fixable. And then right here is this little lever. You gotta twist that little lever, just like that. Make sure it's facing up. And you can grab the whole gas tube, rip that sucker out of there. There we go. It's probably very dirty. There we go. Of course, we've got our cleaning rod. Cleaning rod is captive. And you just pull down, pull straight out, just like this. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, then we got our cleaning rod. And why do we have a cleaning rod, you ask? Well, they also have a cleaning kit in the buttstock, just like the M16. You gotta go in, finger the hole, giggity, and then you gotta lift that thing out. It's gonna be a metal capsule. You don't want to hurt yourself. It hurts. It's really easy to hurt yourself. Oh, first try. Look at that. Still pinched my glove. Inside this metal capsule, you have everything you need to maintain and clean your gun. Plus a couple other things I've tossed in there just to kind of help myself out. You got your cleaning jags, pin driver, brush, screwdriver. The Soviets were always creative with using tools like this to kind of combine with other tools to make other tools. As you can kind of see here, I'm just kind of messing with it. I don't know if they're supposed to be used like that, but yeah, you get the idea. It's supposed to be a utilitarian. Magazines are kind of fun. They come in metal and in Bakelite varieties. Now, this is not Bakelite. This is Fakelite. It is plastic, but you get the idea. It looks the same. It's the same color. And the metal ones, metal and Bakelite ones, they have 30 rounds. And here's some windowed cut ones as well. There's a Korean, another Korean one with windows in it. I know, how creative, right? Anyway, and they also come in drum flavor. I love the drum flavor. Good, rock solid, goes on your belt. 75 rounds of hatred that you can just pump into your Kalashnikov. They are chambered in the 7.62 by 39 cartridge, which was a proprietary cartridge when the AK was first being incepted. In fact, when they were testing the rifle, they would pick up the empty casings as to not have the Western spy pick them up and duplicate them for whatever reason. But 30 caliber versus 22 caliber, I choose the 30 caliber. Much better, in my opinion. There we go. They also come with fun bayonets. This one has a Bakelite handle and a frog that I made because I had nothing to attach to my belt. Now, these bayonets are made out of very hard steel, and the fun fact about these, you can use the sheath as a wire cutter or a fence cutter, and they work really well for that purpose. Surprisingly, they work really well. Now, you take this little guy, you push this button right here, and it's going to connect to that little lump right there. You got to slip it in, ka-chunk, boom, just like that, nice and sturdy. Now, the weird thing is the blade is actually facing upwards, but it's not sharp at all. In fact, this thing looks like it would be very mean if used. Very, very mean. All right, take it off, you push that button, and you slip it off, bam, just like that. It also makes a really good, fighting implement. All right, well, I guess that's all I got to really say about the AK and the M16 comparison. I mean, it's been done a million times before. Here's my take. Take it or leave it. They come in different flavors. As you can see, there's a 9mm version. There's a folding stock version. There's a 7.62 version. And, the M16 has all of its fun AR-15 varieties. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Papa Dom's Attic. I'm Dom, signing off. Don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe.